Hello and welcome, I'm your host elizibar. We're going to do a Justin Augustine task force here. We're going to solo it, all standard settings. And in my opinion, this is probably actually the easiest and least interesting task force in the game. Having just done this last night, I feel like it's less interesting than doing an old school Posse 1. Like, we're that far down the chain, we're that far down the line. It's just like, I don't really care, because all you do for the vast majority of this is you come in here and you beat up mobs of, well, not even mobs, you're just beating up 50 enemies at a time. You can do whatever you want, XLG. Hi, by the way. There we go. So we're going to do this again, and hopefully I'm more interesting than I was last night, because, man, all that flying around, really, there's some more enemies here. All that flying around just had me like a zombie. I was like a zombie. And not like the kind of zombie that you make a song about where you're suffering like PTSD from World War I. Like, just a literal like zombie. Why don't you just put big groups of enemies down on the ground where I can smash them all real quick? And make me have to fly up here and do this. Like, this is where the problems start. It's like, defeat 50 enemies, but you don't just provide the big group of enemies on the ground. If I didn't have a flight power, I couldn't get up here to fight these guys. This is like badly designed. The enemy spawns don't support what the game wants you to do to the enemies. And not being able to use some of my powers because I'm in the air really just kind of stinks. Now maybe the trick is I kill the circle of thorns and we hope we get a Rula spawn. Progress in Vicky. I don't think I got progress in Vicky's achievements. I had Vicky open. I might still have Vicky open on my other desktop. I don't remember. I was trying to play Vicky, and I ended up playing Europa Universalis 4 instead because it's more fun. Oh, I just wasted my big ground pound. Oh man, yeah, Vicky 3 just. Me and that game don't get along, just like me and the first two Vickies. There's stuff the game expects you to do, and it doesn't really give you the tools that you need to control it. Without understanding, like, really subtle systems. It's like, just give me a box. A big box I can check a checkbox on. And then magical things happen. That's what I want in my life. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit more. Turn the music down. Maybe like to hear. If that's too low, let me know. It sounded kind of loud in my headset. Defeat enemies in the Path of Tears, and there's not even any Rula route in the Path of Tears, except for these guys. This is obnoxious. Maybe I should have cranked up my difficulties so that the game would give me bigger enemy groups on the ambushes. That's a thought. Maybe that's the strat. Sorry. I hope I muted before the sneeze hit. I don't know. Oh, here we go. So this is what I've been waiting on. Like, here's a group of enemies, right? They're here. They're on the ground. Visiting family. Okay, well, that's cool. I hope you have a good time, XLG. Hope y'all are having a blast. But not like a kind of blast that gets you in trouble with the law or anything, you know. Like, I'm not saying, like, get, like, a bundle of dynamite or something here. I'm just saying, you know, have a good time. In fact, why are you watching me when you should be hanging out with your moms? Mortality is on my mind a little bit right now. It's because Jay Briscoe passed away. Car accident, man. got you worried about what we might be doing with explosives and your relatives. Hey, look. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people come over and you just want to shoot some fireworks. His animation is broken. Is my internet not doing so good right now? That's usually a symptom of a bad internet connection. Hold on. Let me check that. If the stream glitches out here for a second, it's because I'm doing a... Wow, now my browser won't even do anything. It's just my computer having problems? There we go. Speed test. See how this looks. Yeah, Jamie... I actually don't remember his real name. Oh, wow, my internet is terrible. Okay. Hold on one second. So I need to fix this. One second, I apologize, much love. For whatever reason, my cable modem, I think, is real dusty inside and I can't get the dust out. But some air fixes it. So let's see if that fixed it. Made it to an iBrowser. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's try this one more time. Booyah. Come on. Come on, speed test. You know, we didn't really need to get this stupid TF made any longer. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm getting like 500k. Or, I'm sorry, 500k, that wouldn't be that much. 500 megabits per second. That's more like it. Yes, my modem is a Nintendo cartridge, it's true. No, it's like a 12-year-old cable modem, dude. I'm lucky the thing still works. I should probably get a new one. But a little can of compressed air is magical. Alright, return to contact. Yeah, we're just gonna call him. Like, why return to you, buddy? Now we gotta fly to Bastion of Pain, which is at the end of the stupid islands we're on. I had trouble finding these guys here soloing. Like, they were... Unless you're looking for these eyeballs. Like, they were not, I don't know why I stopped to fight them. I had no reason to. Yes, XLG, but then I would actually have to talk to my ISP, and I don't want to talk to my ISP. Because they're evil, and I would have to sit on hold for like 3 hours to get anywhere. My time is worth way more than that, especially when I've kind of figured out what's going on. Wait, we're still not in the Bastion of Pain? Oh my gosh, where is this stupid thing? How many of these stupid little islands over do I gotta go? They should just make Ruler Root count anywhere. This is ridiculous. It's hard enough to find these dudes in some of these spots. Okay, so we should have taunted all of them. Let's see if they're going to be nice and come over here to their friends. Okay. Hello, boys. Aggro up! But maybe you want to watch your ISP technician willing to... Man, I don't ever want to see my ISP technician. I'm better at this stuff than most of these people. It's just I don't have access to their systems. Otherwise I could do it all myself. Oh, these enemies are actually high enough level that I'm getting XP. Yeah, level 45 or whatever. Okay. 47. I wasn't expecting that. Get out of here, buddy. Nobody likes you. You're not even a real nemesis. This is so the easiest task force in the game. Spend the whole thing fighting enemies that aren't high level. The bosses aren't EBs even. They're just regular bosses that have extra HP. These task forces should just be revamped as story arcs to let people play them at their convenience. I don't have to fight the flying group. Is there somebody on the ground here? A 3. There's 3. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, let's make you mad. Come on, buddy. Get over here. Now see what we got going on up here. Boom. Yeah, hello guys. Come on. Get mad at me. Fight me, bro. Three more, really? Really? $50's kind of a silly number for this defeat all, or defeat count, whatever. Street hunt. The thing. Lordy, there's enough high-level missions like in Peregrine Island that are just like, defeat 50 Nemesis soldiers. And it's like, why? You need to clean Nemesis off the streets. It's like, it's going to last for like 5 minutes and he's going to be right back out on the street because it's actually part of his plan to have me clear him off the street. Somehow. Somehow. There's an Ethan hunt. Oh, true. True. True! Sometimes you just want to, like, fly downwards, and the game's all like, now you're going to close your chat window. Okay, let's go to Denial, the river in Egypt. We're going to ignore that ambush. They can just follow me out here. And then when we kill them at Denial, we'll get credit for the hunt. This is probably my biggest complaint, is all the travel time in this. Like, it's kind of convenient because I could just pour my drink and stuff right there. But at the same time, it's like, I'd rather just be smashing, what, like 800 roux-la-roux inside of a mission. Like, whatever it is that we end up having to beat up out here. Come on. His name Visine. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I only have so much teleportation. Like, the actual teleportation travel power is not that much quicker than just flying like I've been doing. And the other teleports I have, they take like a half hour to recharge, and they require a mission objective, like a door or something to interact with, and there's no door. It's just like, come out to the neighborhood, bro. Thank you for the follow, Predatoaster. You sound like a very violent sort of toaster. Is your toaster, like, are you a predator that toasts? Or are you a toaster that preys on other toasters? Like, how does this work out? You only go after toast? Like, what is the secret here? We must know. Oh, this is my completely broken brute that I'm soloing every task force I can try to solo on. And giant monsters, too. And since this is a task force, and I didn't like what I did yesterday when I soloed it, I'm soloing it again. Because I can, and apparently I hate myself that much. Predatoaster, yeah, as if that is your real name. Look, we're just trying to understand here. He Sonic bubbled himself, really? What a jerk. You're a jerk, Wisp Overlord. Anyway, none of this stuff really is a threat to me. Like, the only Rule that really hurt me are the eyeballs because they're extra 2-hit chance. Everybody else is pretty much like whatever. I just went the wrong way because I was looking at the wrong marker on the map. There we go, up here. Alright, let's call this guy, click through the wall of text that we don't need to read. Next, go to the Bastion of Guilt. Didn't this used to take like 4 people to start? Like, why? Even back in the day, on SOs, I think my Spine's Dark Scrapper could have soloed this. And he's nowhere near as buff of a character as this one. Like, this character's just nuts. This is the Endless Legend soundtrack, by the way. Pretty good soundtrack.
The ages are dark and left a few scars. Secrets are locked in some key.
That is a great story for the origin of your name. I like it. That's fun and kind of cute. Alright, looks like that's all that's going to follow me down here. I hit 7 and it just pretended that I hit 8 again. I don't know. Technology's weird. You know what else is weird? It's Brute!
Morning was scattered from dawn to dusk. Children would utter some prayers. Forsaken soul won't be enslaved. Their stories engraved in our caves. Strange pros to wars.
To the very early question of is this a scrapper or a brute, you can always tell it's a brute because there's an extra bar up here. So, you got the blue bar, the green bar, and then you've got the fury bar. scrappers don't get the fury bar. They just get to punch stuff extra hard all the time. As opposed to brutes, which just punch stuff extra hard all the time, except for the first 2 punches they throw. Very silly mechanics. First brute I ever made was I'd hit random for a costume a couple of times. I got this really cool looking Robo Corpse. Like, it had a zombie head but a metal body and stuff. It actually looked kind of cool. So I was like, what sounds interesting? I made an energy brute, and it was like my biggest City of Heroes mistake. And yeah, that was terrible. That is one of... Oops, I didn't mean to do the ground pound. Oh well. That is one of like 2 characters ever that I've deleted. I haven't kept my Firestone Brute around, and I hate playing that. So then I went, I'm like, this brute life ain't for me. And I made a Mastermind, Bots Force Field. And that is one of my favorite characters to play. Has been for a long time. I did all my villain side badging on that back when that was, before we could side switch and stuff. I had no idea that Bots Force Field would like synergize so well, but it wasn't even a concern. It was like, this seems conceptually like it fits. And I gave it a try, and I had an absolute blast wrecking everything in City of Villains. I did every mission you could do solo. Is that the door we need to go in? Where's the door we want to use? Yep, we'll pop in this door here. Some you couldn't. Well, I mean, I did all that even before there were inventions. Like, I did everything you could do in the game on with just SOs. So, Bots Force Field is pretty strong, but it's not really strong enough to go soloing archvillains. If you want to do that with a Bots Mastermind, you're much better off doing like Bots Poison, which less fun for me to play because there's more microing it. But Bots Poison is really amazing. So is Bots Traps. I like Bots Traps a lot too. That freaking Acid Mortar is just amazing. Acid Mortar is like a top-notch A+ power. Would use every mob if the game would let me. Between Acid Mortar and the Triage Beacon, like, you don't really need anything else in traps. You're already set. You've got the good stuff, like, right out of the gate. Now we go to the Path of Rage, which is all the way over here. Yep. Whoops! We double-clicked. I'm a big fan of traps on Masterminds. I've tried traps on Defenders a couple of times, and it hasn't produced as much joy as the Bots Traps Mastermind I've played. On this server, I've only got like 10 characters over a couple of accounts. Well, I bet it works better for Corruptors. I was just trying to get the maximum benefit out of the debuffs. Poison Bomb, the Acid Mortar, that kind of stuff. For all the minus everythings that they give when they go off. It just didn't really work out for me. I had a Sonic Traps. That was probably the most fun, or I'm sorry, a Traps Sonic Defender. That was probably the most fun of them that I played. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I think I played 2 Traps Defenders. One was the Sonic, and I don't remember what the other one was at all. It's totally like left my mind. That's how non-noticeable it is. I might even have deleted that. Maybe that was on a friend's account back in the day. I don't know, there's a lot of old memories rattling around in there. Defeat 50 soldiers of Rula Root. Do you guys count as being in the Path of Rage? Like, if I aggro this dude, you guys want to follow me over here? Think they're gonna follow me? Probably not. They're so not following me. We got too far away. That's okay. Oh no! Little Poopy Pants did come. Look at him over there. He's like, my pants are orange for a bad reason. I need help. But only you came? Your little buddies didn't? That's freaking lame. My first Corruptor, I didn't like very much. It was a Dark Corruptor. And it just felt like it didn't do damage. Don't get me wrong, I like the Dark Secondary there. Amazing, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't a Dark, it was a Dark Kin. It was a Dark Kin. And, yeah, even with the kinetic stuff like, what is that one power that Dark Blast gets? Moonfall or something? Like, none of the attacks really felt like they were doing that much damage. Even when I had buffed up with, like, Fulcrum Shift and stuff. It was really sad. I don't know if it was the Dark Blast there that kind of didn't work out for me, or if, you know, it's the fact that I don't like playing kinetics very much. She was fun. She was pirate themed. Probably made her like issue 9 or something. High point of that character gameplay was I joined an all Corruptor Barracuda. And we just plowed right over the Reichsman at the end. Despite not having, you know, all the appropriate rolls to do the mission. You got a water poison. It's fun. Need to do water traps. Prepare well and put the, yeah. Go for it. Really only enjoy kinetic on your fire, Ken. I will admit to having a blast on my Firekin controller that I made. Because I wanted, like, this was way after Firekin farming on, Firekin farming demons on that one map from Maria Jenkins. Like, this was after that was over. Years later. And I made one, and I'm like, yeah, I can see why people were into this. This is actually a lot of fun. Run into mob, hold entire mob, immobilize entire mob, burn them down, repeat with the next 3 mobs. By the time you get done killing all the minions or lieutenants, the bosses in the first mob are coming after you, and then they die in the next mob. Just keep rolling. You're like a freight train of fire. Not my favorite thing to play. It takes too much thinking. I much prefer playing things that don't make me have to think to play them. But boy, it was a good time. Exactly. No brain, only smash. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Can we actually teleport to Dr. Boyd? I'm going to try this. Nope. Alright, well, the quickest way to get to where he's at in FBZ is to go through the Horthevine to the next place and then take the little node thingy back to Firebase Zulu. Hey, Ninja Weasel, buddy pal. We're doing the most boring task force in the game, Justin Augustine. There is no challenge. There's nothing to this. 95% of this task force is just beating enemies up that are 3 levels lower than you on the map in street hunts. Watch me pick my nodes. Womp. Hey, don't diss it till you tried it. You know what I'm saying? So I forget the exact issue the Shadow Shard went in, but it exemplifies that very early City of Heroes game design a little too well. Everything is kind of spread out for no reason. There's a lot of basically filler in it. It sends you between zones for no reason. Yeah, it's just kind of boring. I mean, somehow it's more boring than a Posi 1 or a Synapse. I don't know how they pulled, or Posi, old school Posi, I should say. What's the origin of my name? I needed a name for a character in a pen and paper role-playing game, and it sounded exotic, and it just like popped into my head, and that's the name. And it's pretty unique, so I just keep using it. The exact how the name popped into my head, I couldn't tell you, because that was like 25 years ago. It's going to be a game based on Saga Frontier. And my character was half Esper or something. And then we played for, like, by email for like a week, and that was it. The end. For some reason, devs felt that making feel like, yeah, and it doesn't. Like, it's one thing to make people go somewhere interesting. But this is kind of cool looking the first time you come out here, and after that, it's just like, whatever. Yeah, and half bar, exactly. Half Esper, half just pure alcohol right through my veins. You know, I'll never live down the Fajita King incident. Only 6.5 years until the statute of limitations run out in Texas. Yep, I figured it's one of the soundtracks I play when I'm playing this this character. A lot of times I'll play the Katana Zero soundtrack if I'm just going to be beating stuff up. But I thought, hey, the Endless Legends soundtrack, we're in a weird fantasy kind of place. I think it kind of makes sense. He's taking photos and measurements this morning. Really? So, wait a second. The full might of the U.S. military is out here doing stuff, and they're relying on like one random person to go take photos of this stuff instead of having an expedition go do this already. Does this task force even make sense? I don't think it does. Yeah, or a drone. Exactly. I mean, I get it. Maybe you don't want to take the casualties of, like, the Rularu murdering people, but come on. Yes, Ninja Weasel. There's a task force that makes perfect sense. It's called the ITF. You might have heard of it. It's basically, hey, you need to go punch some guys. Go punch some guys. And then you go punch some guys. And it's great. Those guys are also going "Rah!" periodically at you. And they're like Romans. And you're just like, yes. And then like the time-traveling bad guys from World War II show up. And you're like, yes, this is even better. Look at the giant robot that I want to punch. Then they don't let you punch the giant robot. And that's a shame. I want to punch the giant robot, you know? Touch the cow. Touch it now. You know, that's kind of how I'm feeling. The giant robots. Are we really gonna... You know, I should remember this from yesterday. Yes, we really do just fly around and touch all this crud. You've brought eternal dishonor to Rularu's brutes by besting them in combat and tearing out their gems. Oh, whoa, dude! New badge title. Yoink! I don't believe in the star difficulty versions, but we're not going to get into that today because I don't want to say what I'm really feeling about this particular server and the quote leadership end quote. There's only one person on the entire developer group that insults diverted. There we go. Alright, there we go. I've swallowed what I wanted to say. We're going to fly to Dr. Boyd. Yep, just flying to Dr. Boyd very nicely, very politely, with no controversy. Wink, wink. Okay, you know, I was making fun of this place as not having cool stuff, but the giant Rularu head is kind of cool. I gotta give it that. You've never seen the, Yeah, that's Firebase Zulu, man. It's been doing that since they first since I first started playing the game, right around like a month after City of Villains came out. I think I'm gonna use long range teleport to go to Chantry, and we'll see where it puts me. Should I do that? No, because we gotta go to Bastion of Shame. Okay. We're going to fly back to Firebase Zulu. We're going to take the door to the Storm Palace, and then we're going to take the little dot thing back to the Chantry. That'll put me on the right side of all this stuff. Probably the quickest way to get there. Smash your face against it? Trying to fly out? Yeah. Yeah. Me understanding. Here in the no controversy zone. Oh right, there's that stupid ambush that fights me inside the base. Like, what is that all about? Okay, then we take the little dot thingy. Why these aren't bigger, I don't know. Like, who's gonna know to click on that? Not me. Oh, I went to the dot thingy. I meant to go through the Horthevine. Why they don't just have, like, doorways? You know, have mystic portals. Okay, I guess the Horthevine is a mystic portal. Barbed wire against the drop off of the... Yes. Kalaroo! Cud. Like, that's what's going on there. You know, you've got evil space cows, and they're chewing the space cud. And you don't want them hanging out with you. You want them to go away. Ruler moo! Hunt, chew, ruler moo! This is terrible. I like it. As much crap as I give the Shadow Shard task forces, because they feel so fluffed out and, like, fillered. They really were designed before WoW came along. I mean, you gotta remember, this game's design predates World of Warcraft by several months. While Mark Grum's, you know, did a lot of incredible stuff with World of Warcraft, nobody really had those lessons in mind by issue 3 or 4 whenever the Shadow Shard came out. Like, lots of people were still trying lots of different things in their MMOs. And it wasn't until WoW just rocketed to success over the next year that everybody shifted to making, like, WoW killers. Like, oh yeah, we're going to do World of Warcraft, but better. Lost your nephew to WoW, yeah. Been known to happen. Up over here, there's bound to be more Ruleroo. So, I kind of... What I'm getting at is I kind of forgive the game for having kind of subpar design for this stuff. They were trying something different, building on, you know, what they knew, and what they thought people liked. Like, oh, people love big open areas that they can explore and all that. Why? Well, because a lot of earlier MMOs like EverQuest kind of did it that way. You went and you hunted in the streets. They didn't yet realize that the people that were into City Heroes really liked instancing and being able to go do whatever they wanted when they wanted and not having to team up with people. Unless they wanted to. Later devs kinda understood what made City Heroes magical. But even they kinda got it a little bit wrong. Because of the design of some of the trials. They were still, at that point, they stopped trying to be themselves. Started trying to copy how WoW did raids and things like that. Which, they transplanted a lot of that stuff to City Heroes pretty successfully. Like, I definitely enjoy a behavioral alteration facility trial. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that's a great bit of fun. I think City Heroes works best when the experience can accommodate people who want to do things differently, as opposed to forcing everybody into special mechanics. And maybe that makes the game a little less interesting to play sometimes, but it's just how I feel. Had to wait after 3 months after launching a new computer supposed to be. Dude, the computer I first played City Heroes on, like, I went to fight Adamastor with the team. I got an invite. I got out there. My frame rate dropped to 1 frame per second during the fight. And then by the time I recovered, Adamastor was dead, and I never even saw him because he'd already despawned. That first Christmas event that I did, whatever year that was, was pretty funny because I went into this was that year they had the like agent in the stocking cap, and it was I think it was to unlock the stocking cap costume part actually, and he sent you into like an Arachnos base, and that was the first time I'd seen one of those, and it absolutely killed the performance on my poor whatever card I had. It was pretty wild. So yeah, I definitely know about not having hardware capable of playing this thing. I lived that life. The sheer content development WoW had, and the fact that the devs data mining showed that large percentage of players kept switching to new tune to develop around. Yeah, I mean, Altitis is what this game is based on. Lord knows on live I had something like 80 characters. Most of which I'd gotten to level 50. But having said that, I think most of my playtime was on either my Mastermind or my Scrapper. Like, I tried all kinds of weird power set combos. Some of them worked out, some of them didn't. And you never know till you try and you get it up into like the 30s and then take it for a spin. And that's kind of how you know, like, yeah, this is going to be great versus, oh, this sucks. Sometimes something looks really good on paper, but then you actually play it, and it may be pretty powerful, but, oh gosh, and we got to go back out there? Yeah, we do. Alright, we'll do the same little trick here with the teleporting. Oh wait, we're in the Cascade Archipelago. Where am I on the map? Over here. Just do a long-range teleport, and if I gotta fly for like 2 miles, that's fine. I definitely don't play enough to... Oh gosh, we gotta fly for 2.5 miles. Okay, whatever. I definitely don't play that much anymore. And when I do play, I'm usually playing somebody that I've already got pretty much maxed out. Because I want to do some kind of challenges or get a badge or that kind of thing. So I've got like this character, which I made specifically to solo the Dr. Aeon Task Force. I spec'd this character out on beta, on the closed beta server, originally, or maybe it was the other beta. Oh, what is it? The pre-release server? I don't remember. Anyway, I spec'd this character out on one of the other servers, and then made it here. And soloed, like that was the first thing this character actually did, was solo Dr. Aeon Strike Force. Like the day it came out. Running a team of all assault rifle storm corruptors. What? Was the team called Metal Storm? Please tell me that's the name of the supergroup. Metal Storm. Because if not, that's what y'all should have called yourselves. It was a stream thing where you asked 3 people to pick an AT, and okay. I did a challenge or a themed group like that once upon a time. I made supposed to be it was supposed to be characters that all had stuns. They were like built around stunning things. And I made Elec Brute. Now you're thinking, well, that doesn't have stuns in it. Yes, it does. Elec can have as many stuns as you want because you can put that low-level end mod set into all the Elec powers. And it's got a stun proc. So you just become a walking, talking stun. Like, you walk around and you think you just stun everybody. And I made that character here too, but I haven't finished leveling it up. It's level 50, but I got to like the point where I'd leveled it up to 37 in the, leveling it, like actually picking powers and things. And then for whatever reason, I was like, man, I don't have the money to spec this out right now. And then I just kind of left it at that and didn't come back to it. Alas, somebody had the name I wanted for that character already on Homecoming here. It's a shame. I wanted to call her Stunner. And then I was in another thing, or another group of people I was hanging out with. I made a, it was supposed to be all darks, I do believe. And I made a dual pistols, dark armor, sentinel called Gravestone or Gravekeeper or something like that. And that's actually the only sentinel I've really liked playing. Now, granted, that was years ago. But yeah, sometimes little theme groups are a hoot. I'll tell you my, dark, absolute, dark fantasy from the depths of my mind. I want to be on a team that's, okay, there we go. We got that guy. I want to be part of a group that's 8 thugs masterminds. Just because I want gang war to be going 24/7. That's all. That's like my fondest dream. It will never happen because I don't like playing with other people that much. But just imagine the number of summons on the battlefield at all times. Throw in, you do Gang's Dark or something. Now you've got heals to keep all those stupid gang war minions alive. Oh my lord. Not to mention the Shadow Servant. You're just looking at something that's just pure intoxication. Lead with the Cone Confuse, yeah. Dude, I had a Plant Thornstorm. In fact, I remade it on this server. I got it to level 8 or something. Oh, absolutely one of my favorite characters to play. How far away is this door? Stop shooting me. What are these eyeballs chasing me for? Go away, bro. Fine, we're just going to fly there, because whatever. That's why that's why with 8 darks, imagine, 8 thug darks. You're just all constantly spamming the heal. Just your little minions be getting 1 heal a second for half of their life. It'd be great. It'd be a hoot. But a plant mastermind is definitely one of my favorite things. Or, well, not plant mastermind. The plant power set is one of my favorite things. I just really enjoy plants in this game. The AoE Confuse, the Vines, the Carrion Creeper. It's all just joy. It's pure unadulterated joy. It's somebody goes, boy, what would be the most fun thing that you can think of? And after you go, Spine's dark, you know, the very next thing is, yeah, plants, man. And then you like shoot some chlorophyll into your eyeball. Got a plant time. Time is really powerful. I know objectively that it is, but man, I don't like playing time. Does not work for me at all. Probably need to beat you up because you're talking. And I can't tell you why I don't like playing time either. I just don't. There's something about it that I can't explain that just makes me not enjoy it. It's not like it's super fiddly like kinetics. Like, that's why I don't like playing kinetics, is I have to pay way too much attention to everything. Because all those short timers that you got to keep track of and da-da-da-da-da. Time doesn't really have that constraint, so I don't know why I don't like playing it, but that's how it be. That's how we do. I had a Beast Time Mastermind on live. Themed as a circus kind of character. I think I called her Big Top even. And that was okay. But she was not my favorite mastermind to play. I had a Merc's Traps that I really liked. Even though on live, you know, Merc's kind of was the weakest mastermind set. Possibly what's paired with make the difference? Yeah, probably. Okay, Regurts. Where's Bastion of Regurts? There's the Bastion of Regurts. No Regurts. You're not allowed to have them. So much of this task force is just fly somewhere. Kind of shame. Kind of lame. Hey, my little auto tweet thing that tweets out when somebody follows me on Twitch claims that you're my 5th follower, Mr. Predatoaster. There for a while, everybody was like the number 2 follower, and now I think it just like picks numbers randomly because you're probably like number 200 or something. Oh man, I love that stupid thing. You got a rule where you only gert once. You never regurt. Yeah. Good rule. No regurts. So the number 2 upside down. Whoa. That's deep. Alright, please be full of Roularou so I don't have to fight the mobs in the air, because that annoys me. If I remember last time, this was all full of other stuff. Yeah, look at this. It's all reflections. Except for the ambush. Dude, is that an old Rikti? They never updated the reflections? That's kind of wild. That's an old Chief Soldier, man. That's from like I-1. Because they don't follow me. Like, that's the problem. They don't follow me, or they go, oh, you know what? I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to be at the floating above the top of this rock. See, look, they won't come down to fight me. They're a bunch of chickens. So what am I supposed to break line of sight for them? Like, come over here, maybe? Hey, that worked. Sort of. Like, I just want to fight a gigantic mob of dudes. Just, like, put 50 Roularou in one spot, and let me fight them all. You can even raise the aggro cap for me. Like, you don't need to be nice. I'll take on 50 at once. Oh, he summoned some dudes. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for summoning your little homeboys. I know he meant it as an attack, but I meant it for good. Because after all, evil will shall oft evil mar. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we'll get some wispy boys. Hey, wispy boys, let's just kill you in the air. It'll be quicker. Come on, hit him! Really, the not wanting to fight them in the air is for one real reason. I can't use Arc of Destruction while flying. Like, that's all I want to do. I just want to Arc of Destruction everybody, because it's a fun power with a fun name. And anybody who says otherwise ain't no friend of mine. Here we go. This is a big mob. Hi, guys. Oh, that guy's got a cool name in the chat. Tectonic Inferno. I dig it. You know, we could all use a little bit of plate tectonics in our life. If I had an actual taunt power, this would probably go a little easier because the taunt would reduce the range they can shoot me at and incentivize them to get in close. But we're using what we got here. Maybe I should get like a fireball juggernaut. Fireball judgment, like. And I can just go like BAM! And just like nuke them all from orbit. It is the only way to be sure, after all. But man, I love that ground punch so much. Top tier animation, top tier power. It's just, it's joy. It's liquefied joy. Some of the judgments are not liquid joy. They're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like cryo doesn't do much for me. The dark one, conceptually it works for some of my characters because they just like release energy around themselves, but yeah, it doesn't produce joy. Not like, I know it's like the same radius and stuff, you know, it's just like, yeah, you do damage in a circle around yourselves, but it's so much more fun doing that with the punch. The punch is just sublime. And I think we can all agree that anytime you can use the word sublime in a conversation, doing something right. Yeah, but I really like Ion too, so... But you're right, like, Ion is easy to waste. I'll take a little bit of waste, as long as the resulting whatever's cool, though. Because if there's a bunch of enemies, I think Ion is probably the one that'll likely hit the most of the enemies. The most of the... Whatever. Pretend I spoke English, and you understood what I said. Oh, dude, I love this guy in the chat, in the looking for group chat. Door sitter looking for farm. He is honest. I admire that. Alright, so now we fly back up to talk to Fithim the Kind. Oh, yeah, the big kaboosh that knocks everybody on their butts. I love it. I love it. It's just a joyful power. So generally, I think I take either Ion or Ground Punch if I don't have like a better idea for a character. But I usually take the one that's most thematically appropriate. Like I had a Fire Ice Blaster on live. They had the Fireball Judgment. My Sonic Defender, well, it's a Sonic Elect. She has the Ion, because that fits in with her electric part of her powers. I've made martial artists before, and so they use Vorpal, because even though I hate aiming a cone like that, and I know it's mostly going to be wasted, it's also the power that kind of fits what they does the best. I'm trying to think if I've ever taken Cryo and kept it on a character. And I am totally coming up blank on that. Like, I don't remember ever actually keeping it. This looks like you should be able to fly out of it, man. But no, you can't. Why I can't just call Fethim the Kind, I don't know. Discover the circle's plans. Okay, well, we'll do a little teleport over there. Since I know from experience you can do pretty well with almost anything in City Heroes, like power set wise. We're gonna kill this guy just because he talked. I don't really worry about what the powers do for some of this stuff so much as how cool is it. Like I got a dual pistol Sonic Corruptor, which is on my third account, which is the one I made to have a separate global so that I wouldn't get messaged by people while we were teaming. And then he never, my buddy that I was playing with never came, like he didn't want to play anymore. So that's all kind of orphaned and abandoned. But like dual pistols isn't exactly the most powerful power set. But I really enjoy all the stupid gun kata animations. Okay, I liked Equilibrium. I'm just going to say it, like you can hate it if you want, because you can go like, you know, gun fu makes no sense, but I don't care because this dude is like getting down and spinning around, crossing his arms and shooting the gun sideways. Like this is impossible. And it's just kind of dumb and I like it. Force field spy named Bubbles07. Huh? That's kind of fun. I had a... This is on closed beta. I had a... What was it? It was dual pistols. What is the blaster power set? Is it like ninja training or something like that? Like, I had one of those, and that character was a blast. I think I did like the last 15 levels just from doing Mothership raids, which I don't really like the Mothership raiders here on the live server. Kind of jerks. This is how they seem to me. Your experience may vary, and it probably should, But I can only tell you, you know, what it felt like for me. And they kind of put me off of mothership raiding. I would rather do anything else than go raid the ship of mothers. I would rather solo a Justin Augustine TF. That kind of should tell you like how I'm feeling. Like, I took my tank on a... There, we're going to do this. You know how I said there was no controversy? We're getting some controversy now. This one just got personal. I took my tank on a mothership raid. You know, as you do. You're like, boy, I would like to go on here and get some Vanguard merits, especially because my tank, like, her main costume that she wears has the Vanguard logo on it. And so I'm like, alright, I'm going to come in here, we're gonna Vanguard this up. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna punch aliens. Since I'm a tank, I'm gonna go herd. Well, as soon as I started like doing my job as a tank and pulling all the stuff down to get into the bowl, I got yelled at. So I just stopped. It's like, that's how you want it. I'm just gonna stand here and I'm gonna black wand things. That's all I did for the rest. Okay, actually, it was super string tank, so I probably did the rip a chunk of rock up and throw it at stuff, but. That's all I did. It's like, you told me to get out of the way, so I'm just going to stand here and do this. With my rock throw on auto fire. I could have helped everybody get a lot more merits. But you made the conscious decision to tell me that I was wrong. So I'm going to just do it the way you want, which is apparently nothing. So, that's one of the reasons I get like a little salty about stuff. It's like, I'm trying to do my job. I know how to do this. I used to do this on the live server. I did this on closed beta. Like, herding a big mob of enemies down into the bowl is not a problem. When the game first came back, tanks would get yelled at because the bowl can handle infinite aggro. Like, you get like 6 defenders down in there, all spam, like, putting AoE buffs up. Nobody's ever gonna die. Back on live before it shut down, we did a... What was this? Like a 3 or 4 person mothership raid. That was fun. I mean, we didn't kill a million enemies. But we plowed through, set the bombs, like all that kind of stuff. It was very successful. You know what? You're talking, so I'm going to beat you up just in case you're necessary. Thanks, whole teams were dying most because it was a tremendous number of lobies being power leveled. Ah, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I comprende. I didn't think about that part of it. Hold on, which stupid map is this? Okay, it's this stupid map. I shouldn't say stuff like that, because when I say stuff like that, you might think I don't enjoy this game or whatever. And I really do enjoy this game, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it 20 years later. It's just I've seen some of these maps, and some of them annoy me more than other maps do. Yeah, oh no, it's not the stupid map. Exactly. Could be the last room. No. You want me to actually come in here? Yep, you want me to come in here. Alright, so the glowy's in here too? Okay. Got 50 more Empyrean merits, that's cool. And the dedicated badge. What is dedicated for? I don't even know what my vet level is. Apparently it's 27. Oh, a cake room map? Yeah, we've all been there. We all hate those. The bane of being a low-level character. And not really because, like, there's enemies in weird places, but because you can't find the enemies that are in weird places. Like, that's what it comes down to, is you just don't know where they're standing. And it's like, where's this guy I gotta punch? Where's this guy I gotta punch? You don't know. I don't know. He's over in the corner behind 3 rocks, hiding. But it happens to be a kill-all, or a mission where you gotta kill the whole boss room, and it's just like, Okay, when you go to the Chantry, that hasn't recharged yet. But I do... Oh! It just recharged! Look at that! That's perfect! With a cave map that has the semi-hidden up-ramp that... Oh... I know exactly the map you're talking about. The one where it does like that loopy-loop. That one? Yeah. Hey, this is the last mission! It snuck up on me, bro! It snuck up on me. We're gonna huddle all these dudes up together. Come on, guys. Come on. You too, buddy. Look at him, look at him. What are you doing? You're invited to the party. You're the guest of honor, bro. Now, last time we did this, we beat them all up and then we freed Fathom. That was yesterday. Today, we're going to free Fathom the kind and then beat them all up. For maximal fun. Hey, homeboy's free. Oh, look at these buffs he just dropped on me, dude. Is that adrenaline boost? Monument? Oh, no, that's not it. What did he drop on me? I saw kinetic. Siphon power. Cool. Maximal decimal meridian. Oh, I don't even know what that means, but I like the sound of it. Please teach me your ways, kind sir and or madam. Did he just like F off? Yeah, he did. He's just like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go drop a radiation buff over here in the corner. That's Fathom in the corner. That's Fathom losing his religion. Look at him. He's just like, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Bro. He's hiding behind that pillar. Oh my gosh. This is way funnier than last night. Last night I was just like trying to plow through this thing, and now we're just over here. What is he even doing? He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna drop my buff over here. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, I could have used a little help. Not really. I got this, yeah. He's on my pillow because he stands in to watch the devastation. I know. It's really not fair what we're doing to these dudes. I kind of wish they'd kept the old Circle of Thorn models around in some places. Like, it might be nice to see a death mage once in a while that's the old-looking death mage and not the newer style. Although the newer style, man, he's just totally wild-looking with all these thorny things sticking out everywhere. The giant headdress, like he's the evil pope. I had a fire something sentinel one time that I called, like, the Imperial Thorn. It was like a Praetorian Circle of Thorn was the idea. That was interesting to play. Okay, and we can't just go in here. We actually have to walk all the way around the Chantry just to say hi to him. This one seems kind of silly to me, that we actually have to go through this step. The war between the old style and the new style? Yeah, that could be a fun zone event. You could put it in, let's see. What would be a good zone? Not Peregrine or Granville. Perez? I don't think you'd see the Death Mages in Perez. I was trying to think of something a little higher level. Death Mages spawn at what, level 30? You could put in Nerva. That would be the perfect place. Nerva's got Thorn Isle and everything. Alright, there we go. Boom! Justin Augustine completed successfully. And I had way more fun this time. You all have been wonderful, wonderful people out there. I see that there's unusual activity for Clockwork and King's Row. We're going to go do the Babbage thing real quick. But probably not on this character.